Hello and welcome. It's been a minute. It hasn't really been that long, but it's been a little bit since we were last here. Um, but welcome. I am Freak of Sound. I am joined by one of my cats, as you can tell. Um, and today is going to be another day of shiny hunting. Um, I don't really know what to expect. I don't know if I really want to get anything specific this this time around, because last time I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this and this. It was like, yeah, you're not gonna get anything really. Um, and then uh, the second I was like, you know what, just give me anything. That was the moment that I ended up getting a shiny Malamar, which is actually my second. Um, it's my second Malamar, but um, hold on one second, sorry. Okay. Which that was uh that was a crazy thing. Can you stop digging your nails into me? Yes, I'll pet you. That's fine. Good, I gotta turn the switch back on. Hold on. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some more shiny hunting in Legends ZA. Um honestly, I'm hoping I'm hoping to get something. Hold on. I gotta save real quick. Apparently there's a system update. Let me do that real quick. Hello. There's a system update. I gotta double I gotta double check because I haven't seen if any of like the GameCube uh online thing or anything in regards to that have really updated. And but I want to check the GameCube because that's the one that I kind of care about the most. Will you put your body down? Put your ass down. There's a new update for it. Um, yeah, we're here. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to check the GameCube stuff real quick just to see if anything's uh updated or not, or if there's any new games. And honestly, if XD is available, I don't know. Why why did you put my finger in your mouth, lady? This cat is so weird, bro. He stop hitting me with your tail. Stop it. Look at she's diabolical. Am I? Yeah. I want no, I want to show you to the world. I want to show you to the world. I, Not just your tail. Okay. I guess all you really get is just her tail. And you saw her for a little. Hi. Oh, there she is. There's something new to play. What is it? Oh yeah, Luigi's Mansion. I forgot it. Ugh. I forgot that Luigi's Mansion was available now. Alright, let me switch to this. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna keep hunting around Wild Zone 20. I honestly think that if it was the last time we ended up getting another shiny Malamar, and then we got shiny Totodile as well. So I'm hoping to get either shiny Tepig or Chikorita, because then I can have all three of the ZA starters shiny. I mean, realistically, I would like to get every Pokemon in this Wild Zone as a shiny first. So my main thing is that I want to get all of the Pokemon shiny, like all the Pokemon that I can in this game. I want to get them shiny. Realistically, I want to get all the shiny Pokemon in general, like everything from the starters to the legendaries, and I know that I can with the legendaries if I do Dynamax Adventures. I also have the gift event, Yveltal and Xerneas. I don't remember what the event was, because this was back during I think X and Y days. And I think it was one of the Asian countries that were doing the event. But basically you could do you could get Xerneas and Yveltal and their shinies. They might have done like a release in the States, but I don't know. I just remember doing the fucking GTS trades, whatever, back in the days. Which, shout out GTS. I mean, it's well, it's still a thing. It's surprising that it's still a thing in Pokemon Home. But also at the same time, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder why. I'm curious as to why, like, Pokemon Home has so Pokemon Home is on mobile as well, and on the mobile version, they have things like the Wonder Box, which is similar to Wonder Trade, but you can put up to 10 Pokemon to trade. You can put up to 10 Pokemon to trade, to do Wonder Trades with at a time. There's also the GTS. There's friend trades, all that stuff, and it's just like it's weird to me that it's available there, like on mobile, but it's not available on the Switch version. I mean, I could also very well be wrong because I haven't really touched the I haven't really touched Pokemon Home like that in a minute. I think last time I did was actually it's been about a month, 2 months, something like that. Because the last time that I ended up touching Pokemon Home was when I was getting the Pokedex for Sword and Shield completed. Because rather than go through and try to catch every Pokemon, and rather than having to play through, my thing was that I wanted to have the Pokedex completed so that way I could get the shiny charm, and then go through and do Dynamax Adventures and try and get shiny legendaries. Right. And I like hello. Oh. Booms? What? Am I? Oh. The fuck? Dog, am I tripping? Okay. This is not a pavilion, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, hold on. I know how to fix this. I really was like, am I missing something? Hello, hello, Key. That was a very, very unexpected first message. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I set off a chain reaction. Hold on. Okay. Nope. No. Pavilion will still be there, so I'm not worried about that. I'll just do my lap around. The problem is I don't want to... I don't want to have to get to the point where I have to kill it. Let's do this. Yo, Totodile is tweaking, bro. Oh god. What was I? Let's do this. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Alright, cool. Back. Just hit it. Yes. Right. Itch. All right. Hold on. You need to leave. You need to get out of here. Alright, cool. We got another shiny alpha. It's actually really cool. I felt like such a long like setup for it. I also know that my brain was not working there. Okay. Bring around the rosy we go again. Will we get another shiny? Will it be a regular? Will it be an alpha? Who knows? Find out in the next action-packed episode of Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. Well, if I'm trying to do the whole entire Pokedex for shinies, and got one of the Scatterbug line taken care of. They've taken care. I can't word today, apparently. I can word, but I'm doubting my choice of words. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm just here to say things. I'm here to say things and watch miracles unfold. It's Scrafty. Could you show up as green? So that way I can see what your Mega looks like. I really would like to see your shiny Mega. Anyway. Oh, I also gotta do... When is the rank season for to this season end. Actually, never mind. It's probably gonna end around the time that Mega Dimension comes out. If I had to guess, I'd say it goes until December 10th. Then there's gonna be that day cooldown for them to calculate results, and then after that, they're gonna be like, "Hey, new season. You want Mega Excalibur? Go nuts." Which again, I'm still surprised that they said, "Hey, let's give back Excalibur and Mega." It's almost weird how like the suit. Well, would you consider Duraludon a pseudo legendary? Because I can't remember any other dragons that like any other notable dragons that could have been considered like pseudo legendary. Was there even a Pokemon for Sword and Shield that was considered a pseudo legendary? My mind is failing me. Maybe the... Yeah. Yeah. That... Yeah, I know. Listen, forgive me, my brain is like... I'm still in the booting up process. I drank a little bit more than I have been yesterday. So my brain is just But then who was the pseudo? Oh no, it was Dragapult. That's who it was. I remember now. Dragapult was the pseudo. Was Gen 1 was Dragonite. Gen 2 was Tyranitar. 3 was Salamence? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Salamence. 4 was Garchomp. 5 was Axorus. 6 was Goodra? I would say Goodra. Seven. Then 5 Hydreigon. Really? Yeah, you're right. Then 7 Como. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. Metagross was considered, or is considered a pseudo legendary. You're so right on that. Wouldn't Gen 5 have 2 then, technically, because Haxorus and Hydreigon? Hello, Squirtle. Right. Interesting. was actually really interesting. Alright, let's do... Yeah, that Squirtle got beef with me. Excuse me. Hello, Bulbasaur. Hello, Gardevoir. Oh god. Wait for me. Get away from me! Ah! Thinking. Alright, let's... Boomio Sewers. I'm considering for Litwick. No. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair enough then. I mean, yeah, I guess I've seen more Hydreigon around than I have Haxorus. Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, Malamar. Hello, Malamar. Again. And a Shalfo Raichu before the Mega Dimension DLC would be pretty baller. Hey, wait a minute. That's kind of funny. I thought that would have cleared one of the... I thought catching that shiny... the Shalfa Pavilion would have taken one of the spots from underneath the tower, but it didn't. Yeah, buddy. That's a big plant. Oh my god. Can we get what? What do you want? What do you want hands with me right now, buddy? Oh wait. Hold on. Yeah, boy. Give me that boy. Yeah. Sounds good. Don't don't stress yourself out too much. Yay, my Feraligatr. Cool. Cool, cool. Leave me alone. You know, it'd be cool if you could get a shiny of that blue pavilion that you can get in the museum. What? Smackdown. Next question. What the hell? Do not anger the gods. Boogie boogie doo. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Something. Anything. Please? No? Okay. That's a that's a huge bitch. Maybe we switch gears. But also at the same time, like we've I want another. Oh, hell yeah. That didn't take too long. Glowing. What do you got? Dang Malamars. I hold out hope in the fact it or I hold out in hopes that Starmie would have been shiny, but again I get met with nothing but lies and deceit. Oh, that's fair. Really fair. Who got mega shards from me? Oh, did that Lucario break some? That's funny. Alright. Methinks. And if I want a shiny Starmie, I could just go to area 2. Could just go to area 2 and just oh, hello Dragonite. Yes, that's the same with all these other Pokemon. The only ones I can't find elsewhere are the starters. But five fly resets, because this is how. Yeah. Damn it. Bolts of Alpha. Alpha Carp. Do 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 do. Nothing, nothing. Let's reset that. But yeah, I need to check to see what's up in Pokemon Unite as well. I'll do that at some point. There. I was hoping. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. I completely forgot about that. That's a shiny I can try and get right now. That's two shinies I can try and get right now. I mean, I want to say yes, but also at the same time, like I don't know, there's something about me and getting like shinies myself feels very rewarding to me. All right, let's get 62. 62 jaw and 62 sail. Let's see. How more are you getting there? I don't know why I have Pokemon just there. Okay. Shelf of Pavilion. I don't remember. Can you get alphas of the fossil Pokemon or no? Floor 2. Yes. Alright. Alright, I guess we'll... Wait, hold on. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna run through all the fossils. I'm not gonna worry about checking until I don't want to see. I'm not looking at the game because I don't want to see until after. Were you looking for Amora? Is it Amora or Aerodactyl that you were looking for? Amora shiny is pretty. Or no, not Amora. It's Evolution. Pretty sure. I don't remember, but I think I have a shiny fossil Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Oh, it's shiny Tyrant. That's what I have. Or now it's Tyrantrum. I don't remember. But man, speaking of Pokemon Go, I'm a little mad I missed out on Wild Area. There was a chance to get some mighty Pokemon that I wanted. There was also a chance to get shiny mighty Pokemon that I wanted. Like I wanted to get a mighty Alolan Ninetales, but I got so caught up and busy with work that I completely forgot about it. Like I got home and I was just so fucking tired. Well, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it will. Also, didn't help that I had to work in the morning as well. Like I started out working nights, and then they were like, "We're gonna switch it to the mornings for whatever reason for the next however long." Not that I'm complaining, because at least that way I have the rest of the day, but it is what it is. I know I'm not anywhere close to being done with these jaw fossils. But I am not looking. Right now I'm looking at both of the chats. What else was I going to talk about? I know something with Unite. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I love how, and I know that not too many people care about Pokemon Unite, which is fine. But I I called it at some point. I think around the time that the Thea Sky Ruins, the Groudon map released. I was like, they did Rayquaza and they did Groudon. Now they just need to do Kyogre. And now we got confirmation that the Thea Sky Ruins with Kyogre is going to be coming at some point. And on top of some other stuff too, like well, there's a discontinuation of the AOS coins. There's the license journeys now, which I can only wait to see how that works out. Not that not that license journeys really matters to me all that much, because I already have a majority of the Unite licenses that are available. I'm just missing Mega Charizard X, Delmise, and now Vaporeon, which I think there's an event for that you can get a Vaporeon on. So maybe I should. Or maybe I just misread and maybe I have to spend IOS gems or coins, or well, coins right now. I still have Joe fossils. How many have I gone through? Hold on. Hold on. I need to see. I went through half of them. That's crazy. Anyway. Might as well go through all of them since I got all of them prematurely. That's fine. At this point, it's just a matter of how many we will get. I also gotta see how much money I can get now from doing DA Royale stuff. Because before I didn't have the gold canary plushie maxed out. So we will I guess we'll figure that out at some point. Not that I really need to right now. But I know at some point I will, because I'll need vitamins. Oh, I hope I have enough to get for alligator. Primed and ready for ranked battles. We got a jaw fossil. We got another jaw fossil. Man, one of the biggest blessings that Pokemon has done is not making it to where if you're going to revive a fossil, you have to leave the room and then go back in order to get it, in order to get the Pokemon. Also, them bringing back the reusable TMs instead of the one-time use TMs is so great. Like, I get it, they did that in Scarlet and Violet for the sake of, like, go out, catch Pokemon, you get these materials, and they wanted to make it to where auto battling was beneficial in a way. But it's fine. Listen, it's okay. We had that weird stretch of time from Black and White to, well, I don't remember if X and Y had it, but I think Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had it. They were like the O powers or whatever, where you could get certain effect boost for a limited amount of time. I'm pretty sure that was actually only just Black and White. And then Black and White too, but doody doo dee doo. Still have jaw fossils. Uh-oh. Also, it's hard to like not want to look at the screen because like I know I can see the Pokemon pop up when they get registered in the Pokedex or whatever, and like I want to, but at the same time I'm just like, let me have the suspense of being able to see after the fact. It's okay, guys. Listen, have a 1 in 64 chance to get a shiny Tyrant here. So I wonder how far away I can get from the room before the Pro Controller is like, no, I'm not going to register. Oh, we're at Sail Fossil now. This is wonderful gameplay. I promise I'll get back to the actual shiny hunting in a little bit. I just wanted to do... I forgot about the fossils, and I wanted to do at least the Kalos fossils first. I know that Aerodactyl is a thing, and but I'm just like, I don't... Like, Aerodactyl can wait. Also, one of the things that I find funny, is like, fossil Pokemon at this point, like, are they really still considered fossil Pokemon? Because it's like, we've been getting them throughout the past 9 generations of games, to the point where it's like, are they, like, is it really that bad to the point where it's like they're like, we need to worry about them being extinct? I know what I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out in the way that I want it to. I also feel like we should get a, like, more, like, a modern day variant of fossil Pokemon, you know? Because I feel like we've had them around for so long, and I feel like between all the work that goes into reviving the fossils, like, there's got to be so many revived fossil Pokemon that are just wandering around. And I just want to, like, I would want to see a, like, modern day, it could be a variant, it could be a regional variant, if anything, of whatever Pokemon. Regional variant fossil Pokemon actually sounds like it would smack so hard. Okay, we're almost done. And then I can actually look. And then buy 64 of each fossil. I bought 62. It's a 2 fossil difference, but I really want to go back to Wild Zone 20 and just keep hunting there. I also feel like I could do that one the bridge method for the Dratini that's on whatever roof that it's on. Because it's a shiny, so yeehaw. Do 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 do. Yeah. How many more sail fossils do I have? How many fossils? Oh my god, I did the same thing again. I'm at 31. It's okay. It's okay. We're almost done. What else? What else is there? What else has been happening? I don't think we've gotten any. We haven't gotten any more updates as far as Mega Dimension. Oh, we still have to get Diancie. I forgot I got the Mega Stone for that, but I never did the side quest for her. But aside from that, nothing else. I don't think we got, excuse me. Because I know there was a plan to distribute both Diancie and Mewtwo's Mega Stones and give, like, side quests that will let you get them. But I don't think we heard anything else about Mewtwo. But my guess is that it'll probably come out either same. So what I'm going to assume is same day as Mega Dimension, or that will come out maybe, because I'm thinking the ZA released on October 16th, and then we got the Diancie event the weekend of November 9th, or around November 9th. I don't even remember. I only remember that because it was an EDC. Or I was in Florida for EDC, rather. Pretty sure it was Friday that we got it. It was like Friday or Saturday. Oh, no. It was Thursday. It was Thursday. Because we were on our way down to Florida on Thursday. We were in the car, and we started seeing. Well, I mentioned this probably the first time I streamed in a hot minute, but like as we were getting closer to the hotel, we were like, we started seeing stuff about like Mega Chimeco, or rather, one of my friends, she was saying like, "What is this about Mega Chimeco?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, did Pokemon post something?" Turns out they had posted a trailer for the Mega Dimension DLC. So we were just sitting in the back seat, just kind of like geeking out over that, because they showed Mega Baxcalibur, Mega Chimeco. I wasn't expecting Baxcalibur to get Mega. I'm pretty sure I said something like that in the beginning of the stream, but that's just one of those Pokemon. Like, I wasn't expecting a recent Pokemon to get a Mega. It's like the same thing with Mega Phalanx. Like, Mega Phalanx, I was not expecting. I'm not mad at it, but it just won't, like I would have expected any Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 7 to get Mega Evolutions. Just because it's like, oh hey, this Pokemon hasn't been in the spotlight for years. Granted, when the fuck was Mega Chimeco ever in the spot, or when the fuck was Chimeco ever in the spotlight for anything? Whatever. Point being is, like, you know, get a Pokemon from any of the generations from 1 to 7. because just because but I was thinking, like, I know that one of the things that I was thinking was, you know, I feel like it would have made more sense for any Gen 1 to 7 Pokemon to get a Mega, because Gen 7, while it didn't bring any new Mega Evolutions, it still had Mega Evolutions on top of the Z moves. So it's like, I would expect Pokemon from Alola to get a Mega Evolution as well. And I mean, we got Mega Drampa. There was something I was going to say. I have to almost be done with the sail fossils now. I feel like I have to be almost done with the sail fossils, please. Okay, we're gonna check after we finish with this one here. Let's see. Oh, we got 2 more. Okay, cool. 2 more, and then we check the boxes. One more. I trade any extra shinies that I have, which as of right now is realistically Lit Leo. But maybe we'll have extras with this, cause let's see. I saw blue, did not register Metagross. I was like, oh boy, we got a shiny Tyrantrum or Tyron in the first one. Anyway, first set, no. It's also a no. No Tyron. Damn. Nothing. Well, now I have a shitload of Tyrons. Are any of them alpha? None of them are alpha. Damn. Not even like one alpha. Damn. All right. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's see. What wild zone do I want? Do I go back to 2 and try to get Staryu? I could go here. Let's see what's in here real quick. No Mareep. Scatterbug. Who wants the smoke right now? I will end your bloodline, sir. Damn. Shiny Alpha Pichu would have been crazy. Would have been insanity. I would have loved a Shalfa Pidgey. What's up here? A Weedle. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess I'm going down here. This Fletching. That's it. Alright. Told you. Do not want the smoke. Alright, let's see. I just go through all the wild zones before we get back to Wild Zone 20, just to see if we can get anything. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Right now. Right now. Nothing here. Time for Wild Zone 3. Can I get a Pikachu? Or an Esper? Pikachu is no. Oh yeah, I forgot Pancham is here too. I would love to get a Pancham. Do Wild Zone 4. So far, we have not hit anything. That's rat. Nothing. No shiny sounds. No nothing. That's okay. We'll go 1 through 19, then we'll do Lumia Sewers, and then we'll do Wild Zone 20. 5 is, I always forget, right there. Like Wild Zone 5 is always the one that I remember I have to like go underground in order to get to the other side there. But it's just like I always forget where it is. I'm not entirely sure why. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just be forgetting. Ow. You stop that. Oosh. We love a shiny Venipede, please. Shiny Venipede. Alpha Whirlipede would have been cool. But no. No, we can't do that. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want it anyway. Even though I said I wanted it. No dogs, no bird, no magician. Alright. Time for Wild Zone 6. Bunny. Hello, Houndour. Hello, Houndour. Hello, Houndu. Put it tight. Bam! That Houndour was getting ready to bite my shit. Yeah. Bye-bye. Got nothing. Six is a bust. 7. Maybe we'll find something. I say maybe. Alright. Time to go to Wild Zone 8. You apparently were we apparently were given our one complimentary shiny, and now we're having to pretty much rip our hair out in order to find another one. I'll say why. No, you don't. Carbinks, Alpha Carbink Rouge. I guess it didn't help that it was an Alpha too. Man, a little slow poke. Oh, hello, Staryu. Slow poke. Alright, let's see. Watchdog, Watchhog. Alpha Watchhog sell me and wants me dead. Anyway, bye bye. Wild Zone 11. Sunfist. Furfro. Rutro Raggy. Goodbye. Anyway, let's go to the other side. Go to the other side. What? Oh, Galarian Stunfish. Low Magikarp. Do. Yeah, you can't find me. Shit, found me. Anyway. Help! 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 Okay, anyway. Wild Zone 12 is here. Can we get an Ice type? Ice type shiny. Come on. I could have made a pun if I found one. But you know who didn't find one? Me. Anyway, Wild Zone 13 is up here. Full vaping bed. Okay. We do 14? 14. Hopefully I can get a drill burr. Maybe an extra drill. Or an alpha Aeron. I'd also be okay with Helioptile as well, since I don't have one. No, I don't have one shiny. I mean, but nobody wants to show. All right, let's see who's cooking in Wild Zone 15. I'm in hell again. I'm in that same situation as last time where it's like I'm going for so long without finding anything. And then the second I'm like, give me anything. Then it's like, here's something you already have. You wanted this, right? You did say anything. But then it's gonna be like here, but then there's also the potential that it's gonna be like, here's this New York City pigeon on this random lamppost. Good luck finding it, by the way. Alright. Nothing. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is real bad. Hello, Clucky. Fine. We're fine. I thought I died. I got hit, and I was like... It's like either I'm dead, or I narrowly escaped. This one. I'm gonna go this way. Because I like going up top here. Go up top, and then that way we see it. We can get everything and do. Now the Swablues and the Altarias are not shiny, because if they were, they would have sounded off by now. Fennekin, no. Aegon, no. Man! Wild Zone 19. Wild Zone 19, please. Something? Something. 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 Alright. 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 Before we go to Wild Zone 20 again, we're going to Lumio Sewers because fucking... There's a chance to find a few shades here. First, I'm going this way. Boomy. Inkay. Left key. Wait first. Goodbye, gaslight. Ow. Nope. This way. Go that way in a little bit. And then we'll go back this. What? Huh? Okay. Not entirely sure what happened there, but hey, it is what it is. Hello, Noibat. Man, can't find shit. All right. Let's go back. And now, Wild Zone 20. Oh. Let's see. Something. Anything. Ready, please. Here's this thing. It would be really cool. I'm just thinking, what if I just reset going from this way? Here, and then we go back. Right? Right, we hokey pokey it. And we get nothing. Okay. Alright. I guess let's switch out. So instead of running around in the direction that we have been, we can go the opposite way. Goddamn turtle got beef with me. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Just kidding. Now we gotta run clockwise. Because if we run clockwise, That means time moves forward, and that means we can find a shiny now. Hoping. Hoping is what I am doing. I really don't think I can pull the same miracle out of my asshole like I did that last time. I don't think I can. Please, please. Ding ding. Excuse me, excuse me. It's twice I ran into an alpha Charmander. A Charmander's still trying to throw hands with me right now. Just shitting. Hello, Totodile. Oh. I see. We're not friendly. You know, I would like for a shiny Tapig at least. Shiny Tapig and Chikorita. But apparently that is hard to find. Apparently finding a shiny is, in general, is just too much to ask for. Like, I was under the assumption that it was Wild Zone 20 that was hard to find a shiny. I kind of take it back. I feel like it's all Wild Zones now for me. For me in particular. Oh, wait a minute. Where is... Oh, okay. There's the Alpha Vaporeon. For a split second, I forgot that I had caught an Alpha Vaporeon, so I was like... And then when I remembered, I was like, wait a minute, did I actually catch it or no? Let's check our mysterious street light. Good thing there's no shiny there. I would have been mad if there was. Shit. Oh my god. Nothing around as of right now. Let's get a move on. Mario. What if I swapped gears and I went and played Pokemon Unite? The real question is, will I have fun playing Pokemon Unite, or will it be a chaotic mess? Yes, we always can at some point. There's also the potential that I might just call stream in at 11:30. Just because plan is to go rock climbing a little later on, and you motherfucker. Get the ball. I'm so tired of shiny fledgling, bro. I'm so tired of these shiny. Once I get one more shiny Pidgey, I'm gonna be tired. Unless if they're alphas, I'm gonna be tired of catching shiny Pidgeys. Oh, crappy. Man. I hated that. I know it was just gonna show up regardless because it was there. But why did it have to show up? Goodbye, Charmander. I think 11:30 is going to be the max. max time that we go for. But if we manage to find a decent shiny, in my eyes before then, I might just call it sooner. Which I feel like at this point it's not going to be the case, and unless if they hit me with like a Shalfa, A-Pig, or Chikorita or Totodile, or Squirtle even, like let's see. A-Pig. No. Oh no. I'm mad at that stupid. I'm mad at that stupid fletchling. That is. Hey, I already have enough of them. Like, it's funny because I only feel this way about the birds. I don't really feel this type of like hatred or disdain for getting any other shiny repeatedly than I do the birds. I guess that's realistically because you can find the birds anywhere. Whereas you can't find every Pokemon anywhere. You know? Like, that... It feels like it makes sense. In my head. Like, I can go out on the streets of Lumios and I can run into fletchlings, Pidgeys, Trubbish, Kakunas, Flabébés, whatever the case may be, right? Like, I can run into those basically at any point. But I can't run into things like the starters, or I'm trying to think of like a good example, or like Venipede or Gengar or anything like that, or rather Haunter. Like, I can't find those just roaming about anywhere. So it's like it does get me a little bent out of shape to be in a wild zone trying to look for something, but then that chance for getting whatever shiny in that wild zone is taken by a bird that wants to sit on a lamppost or whatever the case may be, right? Like, Now again, if they're alphas, I'm gonna be a little more happy about that. Well, maybe not Fletchling, because I have an Alpha Talonflame and Fletchinder. So realistically, yes, I could get one more excuse me, one more Alpha Fletchling, whatever. And still be okay. But then the thing is like after that, it's like no more. Don't give me any more, because I don't need any more. It'd be different if it were like the old Pokemon games where it's like, oh, I found a shiny, but now I have to look to see whether it has a nature that I can use or not. Which that's another thing that I'm glad that Pokemon changed up, is the fact that you don't need to have you don't really need to have a Pokemon with the right nature in order to be able to use it. And what I mean by that is, like, yes, technically you still need the right nature, but like, let's say you get, like, using Charmander as an example. Let's say you want to build a Charizard X. I think Charizard X is the physical one. Right? I'm pretty sure anyway. Yeah. So like let's say you want Charizard X, but you get a Charmander that has modest nature instead of adamant or whatever the other one is. I think Jolly. You know, that it's no problem at all, because now there's the mints. Now you can use mints and change their natures. You can change their natures without really having to change their natures. So now, even if I do get a shiny of a Pokemon that has a nature that I can't necessarily use, it's not the end of the world, because I can just go get a mint and change the nature that way. And the convenient thing is that the changes stay regardless of if you transfer Pokemon to Pokemon Home or not, which is a really big plus. I also feel like bottle caps and gold bottle caps were a big help and a big change too. Like Game Freak basically made it I'm not gonna say they made it easier for everyone to like be good, right? They made it easier for everyone to be able to get into like the competitive battling if they so choose. But then it's like then it's just a matter of like how good you are compared to the people that you face. Like, do you know how to outplay them? Do you know how to outmaneuver them? Whatever. I think that's the one thing that I'll give, like, the traditional standard battle format that we have in Pokemon. I think that's something that I will give it, is that it's simple yet complex, where it's like the only thing that you're having to think about is like, okay, how many of this Pokemon have I come across during my time, you know, battling this season? Okay, I know that they're probably going to have this move set, they're probably going to have this item, you know, whatever the case may be. Or, you know, you're now having to, or on the other side of that, you're having to kind of anticipate, like, what team, what is the team composition trying to achieve here, right? Like, when I was doing the global challenges for Scarlet and Violet, like 9 times out of 10 I could pick out, like, oh, if they have like Indeedee or the Giraffarigs evolution for whatever it's called. You know, if I see any of those Pokemon, I'm certain, almost certain, that it's a Trick Room team. Or if I see Pelipper, it's gonna be a Rain Dance team. What's the other one? Torkoal, like that's the other thing too, is like 9 times out of 10, or at least with Scarlet and Violet, like if I saw Indeedee with Torkoal, I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be Trick Room set. It's going to be Fake Out Indeedee, probably Protect Torkoal into Trick Room, followed by Terrifier, Eruption, or Heat Wave. One of those two. You're not shiny. But yeah, it's like, I like the standard format that we have, because the only thing that you're really having to think about is what the potential outcome is going to be with every move that your opponent makes. That's another prediction thing too. Like 9 times out of 10, if I saw an Incineroar on everyone's team, did they go a little different, or are they using the Wolfie build? Like, for me personally, I haven't, like, for Scarlet and Violet, I have Incineroar on my team, but it's Wolfie's Incineroar. I have no problem saying, like, admitting that, but it's just like, it's the same with any game, but it's like, you know, the other thing is too, is like, you kind of just fall into those habits of being able to recognize patterns just based on what people are running and what people are seeing going on, being at like VGC tournaments and whatnot. They see what performed well, to the point where it's like that team sort of becomes, rather, two things happen. That team that was used that did really well now becomes a sort of meta team, because now people are going to basically replicate and emulate that. But then two, you're also kind of establishing a sort of anti-meta team as well, where it's like, how can I run something that's going to screw with my opponent, you know? Like, I've talked, I talked, I talked about it a few times, in the past, but I haven't really been too big on competitive Pokemon. Like, I want to, and I probably will once Pokemon Champions releases. But it's the hell was I gonna say? Like 3 years ago, me and a friend of mine, we went to a tournament that was being hosted on a college campus, and we went and we played. Like, we played. I did bad. Brian also did bad too, but I remember kind of doing a little looking into, seeing like what was being used mostly, and I even had my friend, kind of helping me out with that too. He was like, I see a lot of like rain dance or sun teams, just go against that, build a sand team. And I was like, okay. So I built that, and I will say I didn't do, like, I know that I could have done better, but because I was still, getting into the competitive scene, and I wasn't used to seeing how people kind of like strategize and use certain Pokemon. There were a few misplays on my part. I think I ended up going like 2 and 4, something like that. But at the end of the day, like, I left that, and I was like, I didn't do well, but I at least did better than I thought I would, and I had fun doing, and I had fun while doing so, you know? Ow. Like, I like Legends EA because it's a twist. It's a twist on the standard battle system that puts a little extra, like, it's putting extra calculations in your head on, like, what do I have to do now? Like, what is my opponent gonna do? How are they going to? Also, what do I want my playstyle to be? Do I want to build like up in your face heavy hitters, or do I want to build like get back some distance and try to hit with like ranged attacks, you know? Like, I've said this here and there on separate occasions, but it's like, I feel like I continue to enjoy Pokemon because even if at the end of the day, like, even if the game isn't 100% like even if the game isn't 100% at the end of the day, like if there's some things that I can be critical of, like I am with this game, it's like at the end of the day, there's still the core, like, strategizing and, you know, having to sort of like figure all that out, right? Yeah, I don't know. All I do know is that once Champions comes out, I'm gonna be in the competitive scene a little bit more, or I want to try and get into the competitive scene a little more. I don't know how well that's going to pan out because of work and whatnot, but I am certainly going to try to make it work. And we ain't found shit. Let's see. What's the other thing I was gonna say? Oh. So I haven't really paid too much attention to it because if I'm being honest, I don't really care for it all too much. But the new like I think it's like Poketopia or something like that. What the new Pokemon game that's coming out where it's just like Minecraft but Pokemon. I wonder if. So one of the things that I do know is that in that game they showed like a variant of Pikachu, I think a variant of Diglett, a variant of Snorlax. I don't know if they showed anything else, but I know that those three at least, like I know that they're in that game. And I'm wondering if, because this is the first time that I think we've gotten a completely different like a new sort of variant of a Pokemon in a non-mainline game. So I'm wondering if there's the potential that what they're doing is that they're sort of marketing this in a way where it's like, yeah, this is, you know, this is its own game with its own mechanics and blah blah blah, right? But I'm wondering like if this is also their way of essentially teasing like new regional variants for the next Pokemon game, right? Like the next mainline Pokemon game, I should say. Because I'm thinking, like, if that is the case, that's a little genius. Genius. Listen, they're gonna give me Moss Slacks, and he's gonna be a grass rock type, and I'm gonna hate it. The Pikachu variant, I can imagine being a Ghost Electric. That would be pretty cool. The UFO Diglett probably just be a psychic type. I can't imagine ground psychic. I can imagine psychic flying at most. Anyway. I don't want that damn bird to be the last shiny that I find this stream. I'm gonna be so disappointed if that ends up being the case, though. Have to see. I haven't gotten close enough to that light hole that I was just like, there's a chance. Especially since Fletchling was just right there. I'm not worried. But what I can imagine is that probably when Pokemon Presents comes out on February 27th, I think it is. Or 24th, 27th, one of those two. Once that comes out, what I'm imagining happening is we're gonna get. Okay, here's my speculation, right? Because talking about it earlier, you know, there was the whole me predicting earlier that they were gonna do they had Sky Runes with Kyogre in Pokemon Unite, and that basically came to life. I feel like what's gonna end up happening in Pokemon Presents is we're gonna get an announcement, or we're gonna get stuff related to like the TCG, probably Pokemon Unite, because usually Pokemon Unite will have a Pokemon lined up for Pokemon Day. So I can imagine that they'll have something lined up to show there. On top of that, they'll probably have like 2 or 3 uh 3 Pokemon that they're planning on releasing throughout the year. Maybe more because maybe Mega Evolutions now, or the Mega Evolutions could just take the slots of whatever they were planning on putting in the first place. But I don't know. But we're gonna get Pokemon reveals for Unite licenses. I'm trying to remember what else. Oh, Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Cafe Remix. Pokemon Go stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Pokemon Go, I mean, as far as Pokemon Go goes, they'll probably reveal like their next season, since they'll be almost done with the Precious Paths, which is their next season that they're going to be doing. And then I'm trying to think. They'll probably have Pokemon Champions related stuff. I can imagine them getting ready to release Pokemon Champions, if not on Pokemon Day, then a little after. I would say maybe like anywhere from a week to a month after Pokemon Day. And if they do anything different, then that would honestly be surprising. Because Pokemon Champions got revealed a year? No. I feel like it's been 2 years at this point. You know, I have a TikTok that I know that I made from back when that Pokemon Presents came out. But yeah, if Pokemon Champions hasn't released yet, then they'll have a release date for that for sure. And then what I can imagine them doing is we'll probably get one more DLC for Legends EA. That'll be like a late spring, early summer release for that. Maybe not, because it depends on what all they have in Mega Dimension. But I feel like they could, if they really wanted to, they could do one more DLC, have a whole bunch of megas, or have a selection of new megas to show off. I'm thinking. And then what they'll probably also do as well is they'll probably announce Gen 10. I could honestly see them announcing Gen 10. Now, whether or not it's released this year, or that year, which I could see them doing, or whether it's released the year after, you know, it like, whatever that case ends up being, like, it is what it is. But yeah, I feel like Gen 10 is coming. like as much as I want it to be Gen 5 remakes, I don't think we're getting that yet. I would say Gen 5 remakes are probably going to be like a 2027 release, depending on it really depends on how Game Freak has kind of gotten their shit together, you know? There's like that we have the Switch 2 now. If they wanted to make Gen 10 exclusive to the Switch 2, rather, if Nintendo wanted to make it exclusive to the Switch 2 and not, you know, the Switch 1, then that's going to be the first Pokemon game that we see with graphics that technically are not held back by having backwards compatibility with Switch 1. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, whether it's Gen 5 remakes, whether it's Gen 10, whatever the case may be, I know one thing's for certain, and that's that we can expect not to have voice acting in Pokemon. But, yeah, I think that I've kind of sort of come back from the expectation that we're getting Gen 5 soon, especially after taking into consideration that they're probably trying to get both Black and White as well as Black and White 2 into one game some way, somehow. I also feel like that I feel like that they had I feel like Game Freak had an idea of what they wanted to do with Gen 5. And you know, this is clearly speculation, but I feel like they were going to go the same route as Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, where it's like they have the chibi art style, the chibi slash non, I don't know what to call that, like they did for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and then they saw the amount of like criticism that got, and they were probably like, oh shit, let's pull back on that. I was one of those people that did not mind. I didn't mind that style. I didn't mind the style, but while I didn't mind the style, I feel like if you're trying to sort of replicate that 2D, like that 2D style in a sense, you should go back to the 2D style. Don't try to recreate it in a 3D sense. Like, Like I've said this a few times in the past. Like I know I've said it a few times on stream, and I've talked about it with one of my friends. Um, but I feel like that when it came to Pokemon back then, like pre X and Y, um, like I feel like they were kind of just starting to scratch the surface as far as like what they were able to do with like 2D slash 3D styles, you know. And I feel like they could have made it work for a little longer before they decided to give the Switch to, you know, 3D models completely. And I feel like that's something that I will say that, you know, will usually end up getting some sort of like pushback on it. But my thing is like Octopath Traveler. That came out on the Switch, and that was 2D sprites in a 3D environment, and well, in a 3D environment from what I can remember. But it worked, and it sold really well. So well to the point where they had Octopath Traveler 2, and then I'm pretty sure a free game, free Octopath Traveler for mobile. I could be misremembering. Actually, I have my phone right here. Well, I think I'm misremembering when I could just check. Oh shit. 11:27. I could do one more lap around, and then we'll call it. Much as I don't want to. Ow. Alright. Alright. Last reset for now. Please give me something, anything, preferably something I don't have. That's Gmail. I don't need Gmail. Excuse me. I was right. They do have a free game. Alpha 8. But you know, I feel like they could have explored the 2D route a little more before fully. They could have explored the 2D route while I can talk. I know I can. I just don't know why words are hard. They could have continued working on the 2DS, right? While at the same time, you know, slowly getting things ready, like perfecting the 3D models and all that stuff. That way, whenever they were ready to be like, okay, yeah, now we're transitioning to 3D, you know, it would have been something that would have been blowing people's dick and balls off or whatever the case may be, right? But, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But that is going to be it for this stream. Just a few things. First thing, thank you to anybody and everybody who came out to watch, whether it was for a little bit or for the full thing. I really do appreciate it, and hope you guys do come back around for future streams. Which, on that note, if you are watching this and you want to see more streams, anything like that, consider giving me a follow, subscribe, depending on where you are watching this from. I am trying to reach 100 followers, subscribers across the board before the end of the year, as I think that would be something that would be cool to celebrate. And then the last thing, we will be back on Friday. What I'm thinking of doing is, one, it's going to be an afternoon / evening stream. It's either going to be more shiny hunting, or I'm going to try and see if I can't get people together to play Peak. Just because we played the one time, twice, I don't remember exactly, and it was fun, and we need to beat Roots. But with all that being said, thank you again to everyone for coming out. I'm Freak of Sound, and I will see you guys on Friday. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and be sure you're drinking lots of water.